Okay, welcome back everybody to another video from the MGC Golf Academy, and today I'm out on the course with Callaway's latest Rouge ST Pro iron. So this iron, it's a really nice looking iron actually that they brought out, and Callaway are aiming this at sort of mid to low handicappers. They're calling it their fastest ever player's iron. So it means that it's compact shape, almost look like a blade, but it's got a lot of technology in it and a bit of help. So they've been using AI again in their products, like they do on their driver, to design the faces to give optimal launch and spin conditions across the whole face. They use that technology in their drivers. So again, it's going to make it a little bit more forgiving. You're going to get a little bit more feedback of off-centered strikes, like you would in a Game Improver head, but with the small, compact feel of a player's club. I haven't hit any shots with this on the course yet, and we've just come out here onto Cherrington, and they've put a ball down here we've got about 175 yards, and it's downwind. Normally with my 7-iron flat calm, it's 165-ish. My club won't go as far as what this would, because it's not quite as powerful. It's not quite stronger lofted, hasn't got the technology to get that ball launching up. But we'll see how this feels. We'll hit a shot. First one on the course, so we'll see what it's like with the turf contact. Okay, interesting. So first shot, the strike felt good. I was on a slight downslope and the ball came out pretty low and pretty hot. First bounce landed up at the flag at about 172, 173, so it's carried that, but then hopped straight through the back. That is probably a clubbing error rather than the ball not stopping. We're downwind, downslope, so we'll hit a few more shots out here, maybe hit some into the wind on a green which is going to take the ball a little bit better, and we'll see how it goes. But good feel off the face, nice and solid. So with this into wind, it's going to be interesting. We'll see how this spins and how it reacts. See if we can get this ball back there, because it is quite a strong wind. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good shot. It was just slightly right of it, struck pretty well. Again, it's nice feedback off the face. It doesn't feel that clicky like some of these Game Improver irons, or like, not Game Improver irons, some of these smaller headed irons with technology in them. Doesn't feel quite as clicky. It felt quite solid, that one. We'll hit a few more, and I'm going to compare them to my own irons as well, which is more of a fully forged head. So we'll hit some on the next hole. We'll have a look at that. Okay, so another important aspect of iron play, again I talk about it a lot, is control, distance control. Downwind here, 182 to the flag, about that. It's not a 7-iron, it'd probably be an 8, but I'm going to try and play a shot with this, take a bit off it, maybe hit it a bit softer. It's quite hard to do in downwind because it takes the spin off the ball and it just knocks it out of the sky. So normally you want to hit it a bit harder to keep it up in the air, but let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get this landing, take 10 or 15 yards off it, and see if we can land it on the front and let it release to the flag. Okay, so I've just hit that softer shot with the Callaway Rouge ST Pro head, and now I want to hit a soft shot with my club head, which is a Titleist T100. So it's not a stronger loft, it's not a hollow design, it's probably a lot softer. I want to see the difference in that soft shot between the two, because although that was a nice shot and I've hit the green, it did come off a little bit quicker than I would have liked it to. Doesn't mean that's a bad thing for the right player, it's just a feel preference. I'm going to just try and hit this with my iron and see if there's a difference in feel. Again, knock down 7-iron. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that, because I've hit that shot and suddenly the ball popped up a little bit more, didn't come out quite as hot, and it's landed softer and released out. So it's it's not a good thing or a bad thing, it's all personal preference. So, and for what you need as a player, if you need some more distance, the first club is going to be a massive advantage. You don't need quite as much distance, then the club that I'm using is going to be an advantage to me. Only problem is, if you miss this club slightly out of the centre, you're going to lose a lot of distance. So you've got to weigh it up. You've got to weigh up the pros and the cons of these two different types of club heads. So another shot that we're going to try and play with this Callaway Rouge ST Pro iron is a shot where I'm going to try and get a bit more distance out of it. So we're into wind here, 165, uphill a little bit. Haven't got any other clubs apart from the 7-iron from the set. So we're going to see if I can try and maybe turn one over a bit lower, right to left, get one drawn in there, see if we can creep it back to the flag. That's how we go. Yeah, so again, turned it over. That felt very solid, felt good. It didn't feel like it flew off the face. Really nice shot. Came out nice and low like I wanted to. It's actually probably hopped a bit long, but it definitely pitched up there at 165. Yeah, so you can definitely hit all the shots of this. No problems there. So that shot was just exactly what I wanted to do, and the feel off the face was just fantastic, trying to get a bit more out of it. The ball just came out, it didn't spin up in the air into the wind, it was flighted down, and it felt like it wasn't ever going to pop up, which sometimes, again, on some clubs it does, but that was just such a nice ball flight. Managed to get it all the way back here, it's released past the flag a bit, but it's where I wanted to be with it. So in terms of changing trajectory, it's definitely a player's club because you can do anything you like with this club. All I would say is you've probably got to just get to know it a bit, play some golf with it, get out on the course and understand what it can do and how it works with your swing, but then you can hit all the shots you ever want to hit with it.